It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away in Milwaukee, it'll be the Bucks going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. And tonight, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's decide on a nickname once and for all. Big fella, you going with the alphabet or the Greek freak?
Greek freak is catchier, but as he gets better, he'll become a super freak, like my main man Joel from high school.
Yes.
He was a freak.
Yes. He may soon be calling him the perennial MVP.
I think Greek freak has a better ring to it.
Yeah, I do too. But if you think, a lot of teams passed on this guy. I know what they're saying to themselves. You know what they're calling themselves? Dummies.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that was quick. And now we go to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At small forward, Bojan Bogdanovic. At the other forward position, Domantas Sabonis. At point guard, Darren Collison. At center, Miles Turner. At the other guard position, Victor Oladipo. The head coach of the visiting team is Nate Miller. And now, introducing your Milwaukee Bucks. At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 77, Ersan Ilyasova. At center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 11, Brook Lopez. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6 foot 8, number 22, Chris Middleton. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 6, Eric Bledsoe. A 6'5" forward from Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer. Once again, your Milwaukee Bucks.
The crowd is assembled looking for a Bucks home victory here in Milwaukee, and we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against the Charlotte Hornets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
And a very good all-around effort here, and that's what you need to win on the road.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovic. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Collison in at the one spot. Bucket is good. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah, that, and then you're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice.
Yeah.
Help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
Help. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Indiana. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. Oladipo for three. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Such a wide open look.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now here's Bogdanovich. His last outing, he had 18 points. At the elbow, it's Turner. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one there really contesting the shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the score by Miles Turner. Unloads from 13, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Antetokounmpo against Bogdanovich. Sabonis sets the pick for Bogdanovich. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
For three, Bledsoe. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
Yeah, you can start to creep away off of certain people, but this is an early warning shot from him.
And here's Sabonis. Following the three from Eric Bledsoe. Screen by Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Collison, no good.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
The Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Oladipo misses. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Got that one up quick.
It's another area where Antetokounmpo is looking better and better. The catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Oladipo with a screen on Bledsoe. Turner with the screen. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Here's Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Sabonis is going to get better and better at setting screens for his basketball team. Nice unselfish play there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. Ilyasova, a screen on Collison. Bledsoe for three. Sabonis grabs the board. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Collison for three. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Bogdanovich up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Collison's shot is good.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Now here's Lopez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pacers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Screen by Sabonis. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Makes it off the glass.
Victor.
Oladipo's got his second bucket of the game to go. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
The drive by Collison. That shot off. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Pass to Ilyasova. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Over Bogdanovic. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
They grab their own miss. Collison, the pass to Oladipo. Back to Collison. Shot clock at 5. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
It has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
Lopez, a screen on Bogdanovic. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. You know, the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Milwaukee has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Poked away. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. That one misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Antetokounmpo against Evans. Elvedova, the pass to Henson. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game. Tony Snell's checked in for Brook Lopez. Indiana also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Turner. And McDermott subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Indiana on D. It's a 3-point game. And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. And there's the pass to Snell. 4 on the clock. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Well, don't just look for your shot all the time if you're the superstar. Giannis mixing it up really well here tonight.
Here's Evans. Out to the right wing. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul. Picked by O'Quinn. Young passes to O'Quinn. 5 on the clock. Here's Joseph.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Antetokounmpo's got 9. Pacers trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Brogdon against Evans. To end the run. Young trying to break free. And Henson pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% for the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Buries it down low. Brogdon's got his first bucket of the night.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Now, here is Young. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Evans kicks to Joseph. Back to Evans. Launches it. That shot off the mark. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Well, Brogdon, only the fourth player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
Now here is Dellavedova. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Here's McDermott. And just miss after miss right now.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just he shouldn't miss that.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Shooting for Indiana, Corey Joseph. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster, tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Now Evans, after the missed 3 from Doug McDermott, for 3, drills the three-pointer.
That's a nice-looking shot. Evans takes his time from beyond the arc and knocks that one in.
Milwaukee leading by 9. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year, 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done, and they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
To the inside, Joseph. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Joseph against Brogdon. Now here's Joseph. Guarded closely. He can't get that one. Shoots. And that one is off. Pacers trail by 9. Evans outside. From deep three-point range, and so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year. We spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice. Even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play. And that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I'm a huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. And it's McDermott in at the 3.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance. And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
One shot.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Clock is at 3. Here's Young. Rebound, Milwaukee. Benson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Connaughton. And the layup is good. Connaughton's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Picked by O'Quinn. And Joseph kicks to Young. Pass to Evans. To stop the run. That's short off the rim. Bucks leading by 16. Passes it to Brogdon. Over Joseph. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Pacers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Inside. O'Quinn can't hit.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Down low. Here's Snell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Snell's got his second basket of the game.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind. But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Henson with the screen. Here's Snell. A stupendous finish in traffic. Snell's got 6 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called the Pacers. Shooting guard Tony Snell, Brent, breaking through as a starter the last couple seasons with the Bucks.
Finally got a long-term contract so he can settle into having a long career in this league. And I think last year handled himself well between being a starter, then coming off the bench, and just being asked to get out there and knock down some threes along with playing some solid defense.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Indiana shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brent. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you'd have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
Now here's Ilyasova. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Oladipo outside Collison. Sabonis kicks to Collison. Pass to Oladipo. From deep. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The pass to Middleton. Lopez sets a screen for Middleton. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A nice shot by Collison. Here's Connaughton. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Ilyasova, a screen on Oladipo. There's the screen. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Oladipo. Lopez a screen, just 5 to shoot. And the shot goes in.
Eric Bledsoe.
Bledsoe's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Turner with a screen for Collison. Off the screen. Jump shot is good.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Collison against Bledsoe. Ilyasova a screen. Connaughton kicks to Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. And the Bucks making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Pacers trail by 17. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And so here is Indiana. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Lopez a screen. Back to Dellavedova. Pacers with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And this is why depth is so important. You know, next man up, and it's pretty much the philosophy for every good team in our league.
Well, you're going to have injuries. You're going to have nights where there's foul troubles or the starters just struggle. So you need a strong bench to remain consistent in this league.
Here's Dellavedova. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Ilyasova passes to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Now here is Dellavedova. Guarded by Oladipo. And it's Dellavedova missing. Oladipo outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Bledsoe against Collison. And Bledsoe, here we go. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Collison with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Turner with a screen for Oladipo. Another miss by Oladipo.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Now here is Dellavedova. Defense is right there. Collison against Bledsoe. That one, no good. Great D that time from Collison. Bogdanovich against Middleton. On its way from Oladipo for 2. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Here's Lopez, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Shooting. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
He's off on the first. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up?
Oh,
you have
okay.
firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on. It's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Collison against Bledsoe. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. 5th in scoring, 9th in blocks, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. 4 on the shot clock. On its way from Oladipo for 2.
Great defense by Delly. Executing within the system and just competing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pacers trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Oladipo, defended by Dellavedova, and so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Oladipo, a 20-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Oladipo on the wing. Got that bucket in no time at all. Oladipo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Bledsoe passes to Dellavedova. Back to Bledsoe, 6 to shoot. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
John Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. The Pacers also changing it up. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Young comes in for Sabonis. And it's Evans in for Bogdanovich.
Shooting one.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pacers trail by 16. Collison with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis. O'Quinn dishes to Evans. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bledsoe gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pacers shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Picked by O'Quinn. Oladipo for 3. Good on the triple. Oladipo's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Snell kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Snell. Henson with the screen. Jumper off the screen. Out to the wing. Bledsoe outside. Knocked away. Stolen by Evans. Here's Collison. That shot off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They set the pick. Kicks it to O'Quinn. Inside, Oladipo. Rebounded by the Bucks. Bledsoe's got his 3rd rebound tonight. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Evans outside. Young in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
Man, that's exactly the kind of ball rotation you'll want to see from Evans. Throws it to the wide open shooter.
Young against Antetokounmpo. Just 3 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 15.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, it'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
I can't believe how many times he was able to get into the lane and then use his athleticism to give us a show.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Bucks leading by 16. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wings. Brook Lopez is out there with Ilyasova, and it's Bledsoe in at the 1. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now, here's Oladipo, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Victor Oladipo gets the 3. Oladipo's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Indiana. The Milwaukee Bucks looking to move the needle with their new head coaching hire. If you're in that role, Brent, what changes do you make?
Well, I think the team just needs to find a little bit better cohesion on the defensive end. They tried a lot of things schematically last year that I don't think they were as connected as they needed to be there. And as far as personnel goes, they're really lacking some consistency from outside on the perimeter, their perimeter shooting. I know Tony Snell had a decent year, but there's not a lot of three-point attack from the Milwaukee Bucks. It makes it tough for them to score.
And here's Bledsoe after Bojan Bogdanovic getting his shot to go from deep. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Lopez a screen. Back to Bledsoe. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 3 points for Aaron. Middleton's got his third assist on the night.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And for the most part, when Bogdanovic is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Ilyasova, a screen on Bogdanovich. Now Sabonis. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup. Turner's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Lopez a screen. Back to Bledsoe. Beyond the arc. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Third is Miles Turner.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Collison, the pass to Turner. Back to Collison. Here's the screen. Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Turner. Again, Indiana.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 17. Ilyasova a screen. And the Bucks miss again.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
And the basket by Collison.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor, and I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Kumbo with the basket.
The muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
For Milwaukee, they have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. Brogdon, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Corey Joseph's checked in for Indiana.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now, here's Joseph. He kicks to Oladipo. Sabonis sets the pick for Oladipo. And stolen by Ilyasova. Ahead, here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. At length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
And the Pacers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. McDermott's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Let's take a look at numbers for Joseph, how he performed last season. Put up 8 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Pacers trail by 12. And here is Joseph. Pass to Sabonis. Lopez with the steal. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Joseph, the pass to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon, shoots from 12, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Brogdon going up with a purpose now here on the interior.
Brogdon against Joseph. They set the pick. Here's Turner. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Turner's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's over McDermott. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And that's now 24 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Passes to Sabonis. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's foul number 2 for him. John Henson's checked in for Ilyasova.
John Henson.
And here's Joseph for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Henson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McDermott with a steal. Sabonis' screen on Antetokounmpo, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Evans, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Bucks leading by 12. Now here's Antetokounmpo, 24 points for him. Here's Lopez, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Pacers. Young comes in for Bogdanovich.
One shot.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pacers trail by 15. Evans outside. Softly drops in the floater. Evans has got 5 points so far.
See his eyes get a little wide there, Kevin. Evans sees the lane and does not hesitate, sprints through for the easy 2.
Brogdon the pass to Henson. Over Young. And that one hits back iron. The Pacers have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Now Young, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Evans kicks to O'Quinn. Indiana moving it around. Now here's McDermott. He's tightly guarded. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with the Magic, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches. And this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The free throw drops for McDermott.
And McDermott is such a fearless scorer. You saw that in college and can be a sniper at times. And in games where he gets engaged offensively, he becomes so much more dangerous. It's good for teammates to look for him once you see a couple Dougie McBuckets baskets go in.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Tony Snell's checked in for Lopez. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Pat Connaughton. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Pacers.
That's his third personal foul. Pacers substitution. Bojan Bogdanovic.
O'Quinn with it. Working on Henson. Feeds to Evans. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Joseph. Here's O'Quinn, and Henson sends it back.
Well, he's a great shot blocker. Henson still trying to bring the rest of his game up to that level.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Tyreek Evans not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
Sometimes Evans gives you that speed burst, and that makes him so much more difficult to guard. He's a real problem given his size and versatility.
And both free throws good for Evans.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Bucks leading by 14 to the middle. Back to Dellavedova. Antetokounmpo against Young. Here's Dellavedova, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's Snell. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Snell's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Evans passes to Bogdanovich. Screened by Young. Back to Evans. Lets it go from deep. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Brogdon kicks to Dellavedova. Henson with the screen. Here's Snell, and it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
Young's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Dellavedova. Snell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points in just the second half. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pick by O'Quinn. They need this. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right. but doesn't get the finish.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Now here's Joseph. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, Evans kicks to O'Quinn. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 10 points for him. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bucks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Tony Snell. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Pacers also changing it up. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Collison in for Joseph. He's off on the second.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Drills the three-pointer.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Henson, a screen on Oladipo. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Really shocking he didn't take advantage of that golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
He gets that one. O'Quinn's got his first 2 points.
Well, he can score on the inside. He's just so big that there's plenty of room for him to carve out.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Henson, a screen on Oladipo. Back to Bledsoe. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Collison. Oladipo against Brogdon. Floats one up, and the play by Oladipo as he finishes it off for 2.
Becoming much more sure-handed as a ball handler. Oladipo showing the moves there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. And it's Evans in at the small forward.
Yeah, O'Quinn has always showed signs of being a good passing big man and found his teammate that time.
Up top, Henson. O'Quinn defending. Here's Bledsoe, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Eric Bledsoe, at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later.
2 shots.
Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Kyle O'Quinn, and Sabonis subbed in for Young. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
And Bledsoe, man, such a good, efficient combo guard. He can score, he can pass, he can rebound. What a tough cover.
Now here's Collison. Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Sabonis. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Milwaukee on D. He took good advantage of that screen.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after Indiana gets the three. Henson with the screen. And Ilyasova kicks to Brogdon. Just 4 to shoot. Over Oladipo. Off the left rim and out. Pacers trail by 13. Down low. Here's Evans. And the layup is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova. Back to Bledsoe. Henson with it. Picked up by Turner. Middleton against Evans. Ilyasova. No one around him. And the three off target. Indiana's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Evans. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Wow, a great job of getting the and one from Evans. Goes right into the contact and gets it to fall.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Malcolm Brogdon.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Connaughton. Ilyasova a screen. Connaughton kicks to Bledsoe. Lopez sets a screen for Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. They get it again. The shot's good from Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Evans outside. On the wing, Turner. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Collison against Bledsoe. Sinks that one from the post. Bledsoe's got 21.
Eric Bledsoe focused that time solely on the rim, even with the D around him.
And that one, good.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Bucks leading by 8. Lopez a screen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 23 points in the game.
Well, he knows he's going to get bodied, but Eric Bledsoe pays it no mind. Wow, what a hoop there.
Collison, the pass to Turner. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Bledsoe against Collison. Screen by Sabonis. Here's the teardrop. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
That's good from Collison. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Turner with a screen for Collison. Again, Indiana.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
To the inside. Bledsoe against Collison. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe with the basket.
Pacers trail by 7.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Darren Collison taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Dishes to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Evans. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Puts one up from 19. Milwaukee with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They double-team Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And that one falls for Turner.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Evans. All free throws good from Turner. Bucks leading by 7. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Ilyasova. Back to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez. There's a good screen. Here's Ilyasova. That one doesn't go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. To the paint. Sabonis with the bucket.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Bledsoe. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Second team foul.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
That's good from Bledsoe. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was a second overall pick.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Pacers trail by 7. Collison with it, outside Turner. The dish to Oladipo. Outside Collison. Clock at 6. Turner with a screen for Collison. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bledsoe outside. Inside, and to Antetokounmpo for the 3. They get it back. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Bledsoe. And good, he nails it. Bledsoe's got 15 points in just the second half.
Bledsoe felt really good on that one. A good shooter from the in-between areas.
Here's Collison. Now the feed to Turner. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. On the wing, Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Ilyasova. Lopez outside. Ilyasova a screen. They get a hand on it. Turner with the steal. And they're moving it up. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Ilyasova, a screen on Collison. Ilyasova sets a screen for Middleton. That's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo. All alone. Oh!
Yeah, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez, no luck. Bledsoe against Collison. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. They set the screen. To the paint. Turner dishes to Collison. Here's Sabonis. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bledsoe. The teardrop falls in. Bledsoe's got 31 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Turner with the screen. Back to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Bledsoe kicks to Ilyasova. Bucks passing it around. Ilyasova a screen. And Lopez throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's Bledsoe. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
Eric Bledsoe, if you're that athletic on the offensive end, why not on the D?
Here's Oladipo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Oladipo's got 27 points.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
A nice shot by Collison.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Lopez.
And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. Here's Oladipo, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, confidence shown from Oladipo. He wants that shot in that moment.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Over Bogdanovic, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's 37 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pacers trail by 7. Oladipo outside. Over Middleton. Oladipo misses. Milwaukee has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And Bledsoe, here we go. Great D that time from Collison. Indiana's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Floats one. Up again. Sabonis sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
At the line for your Bucks, Eric Bledsoe. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And Indiana making a change here. Evans is checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late. Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul.
At the line for your Bucks, Eric Bledsoe.
Shooting 2.
At the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Timeout called the Pacers. They're down by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth.
Checking in for Milwaukee, Malcolm Brogdon.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And that is a big-time shot from Evans with the time winding down in this one. He steps up tonight and knocks down the most important bucket of the game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 6.
And now
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Definitely. Everything has to happen perfectly just to give them a chance.
Collison against Brogdon. Here's Turner. Misses the 3. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for your Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, Brogdon being the Rookie of the Year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. To the inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units in the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.